So there it is.
There we are.
Hi, man.
How you doing, man? Happy 4th.
How are you doing right now, bro?
I'm doing all right. It's been a chill day.
Yeah, today's the 4th of July.
Sorry I was late.
It's all right. You didn't even remember, you dirty
I
bastard.
got stuck.
You did.
I got stuck.
It's okay. But yeah, it's 4th of July, Independence Day. You know, where we were fighting for what was it, lower taxes.
Yeah, we got mad because of a 2% tax on tea.
On tea.
On tea.
That's hilarious, dude. Imagine if those guys from back then could see income tax. It's like 30.
All the taxes we have now.
Shit.
Just all of them, not just one, just all of the taxes.
Oh my god. You think they'd have a revolution back then if they could see this shit? Dude, I guess a serf from back then, you know what a serf is?
No.
I think it's like a tax slave.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, back then, they were paying I don't even want to say numbers and shit, but, they were paying I don't know, if you paid 15% of your money to the government, you were a tax slave, you were a serf. Now, at the end of the year, when the rubber hits the road, it's almost half of your money goes to taxes and shit to the government.
Real shit, dude.
Yeah. So that's with fees and taxes and this fee and that fee. It's half.
When
of
we
your
get
money.
taxed on taxes. And
No, some shit, dude. You can't even die without getting taxes, a death tax and shit. But yeah. So what were you saying? You had a story or some shit?
Okay. So, let's see. What's today? Tuesday. So Friday. Hunter Biden was at the White House.
Yeah.
Sunday, him and his dad left.
Okay.
Or Saturday, I think. Sunday, there was a hazmat called to the White House. Found a white substance in the
Was it
library.
crack?
It was cocaine.
Was it from him?
I'm dead serious, bro.
You think it was from Hunter Biden?
That's what the links are starting to connect. Not me. This isn't me. It's the stuff I read with news articles about it.
I shouldn't laugh.
So they, Hunter Biden left, allegedly, Hunter Biden left a large amount of cocaine in the White House
Okay.
library. There were residue marks on a table, I think, is what sparked the scare.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me ask you a question. What do you first of all, what is the news coverage of this? Are they
I don't even know if the mainstream's even talking about it.
They're probably not. But can you imagine? The point is, can you imagine if Trump's son got caught with crack or coke or whatever?
Junior was caught with doing cocaine in the library of the White House.
He just the smell of it.
It's just better ambiance.
Yeah, that's what your buddy said, Derek Hirschman.
He just likes the smell of it. Yeah,
He doesn't like coke. He just likes the way it smells.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Yeah, but dude, honestly, if
That's like me, dude. I don't like weed. I just like the taste.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if Don Jr. or something like that got caught, any of this shit, dude, any of this shit that's
The feds would be raiding the White
bro,
House.
you know what I mean, dude? Any of this shit, that the Bidens are involved with, or his sons or anything like that, all the shit.
Yeah.
The Biden laptop, remember, it was Russian disinformation,
And then it
all
wasn't.
this shit, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
And shit, even on Facebook, or whatever, social media, any of these shits.
Oh yeah.
If you post anything about it, it'd be fact check, no, Russian disinformation.
No,
Do you
yeah.
think if that was Trump's son, it would be fact check, Russian disinformation?
No. If it was Trump's son, it'd be fact check. It's true.
Yeah.
And here's some more lies to sprinkle on top
Seriously, bro. Isn't that kind of interesting that, remember when the media would go after Trump for every single little fucking thing that he did?
Did they
said?
do that I don't remember a president getting criticized as much as Trump. I don't see Bush,
No.
Obama. Now, but they also weren't despised and hated from the day he came down an escalator.
No.
So,
No, but I remember saying this shit to the good old lefties. When Trump was a Russian agent and all this shit, I remember being dude, why suddenly are we so with the fire of democracy and justice and let's bring him down, let's get him and all this shit. When Trump leaves office and a Democrat gets in, are you gonna have the same push for democracy and justice and investigating, let's get him? Are you gonna do that? Oh, yeah, sure we are. Well,
Well,
Trump.
no. Look how they're slow stepping impeachment.
Mm-hmm.
Articles of impeachment went in and passed
Yeah.
the House. So where's the investigate? Trump got. I swear it was. He got. Yep, we're gonna impeach him. It was in court like next week
Yeah.
in front of the Senate.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. That raised some red flags for me. That immediately did, because when I saw all the other presidents do all the shit that I was freaking out about the whole fucking time, and then Trump gets in and every single thing he does is like, the end of the fucking world. And then Trump leaves, and then Biden, every single thing him or his family does is like, no, fucking don't worry about it. It's disinformation. Like, dude, something's going on here, dude.
Right,
Like,
we can't be hearing two stories. I mean, I guess you can be hearing two stories and one being completely false. But how do you ignore, like, the solid truth?
Yeah.
Like, there's proof. Like, I got into it with a family member the other day about January 6th.
Oh, boy.
And she talks about how, you know, it's Trump's fault. And it's like, but have you not seen any of the footage? Like, any of the footage.
Yeah.
Especially the newer stuff that's come out. Showing cops going, yeah, come on in, right down this way.
Yeah,
Make a
bro.
left, there's a bathroom.
Hey,
to the
dude.
right's the gift shop.
Seriously. But dude, like, there's footage of even that, remember the fucking QAnon shaman guy? That was like,
Oh, yeah.
freaking out. Dude, there's footage of the Capitol Police inviting him in and, like, showing him around
They
the Capitol.
walked him into the chambers.
Like
Like,
what
they opened the
fuck?
door and be like, this is it.
Yeah, bro. Like, what is going on here?
And there were like already camera guys like in there, like posted, like, let me get the angle.
Yeah,
let
man.
me get it. Yeah,
Like-
there he goes. He's walking in.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I don't know. And there was like, it turns out there was like feds involved with like like
Oh,
staging
yeah.
this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
You can't. I mean, and really, you can try to blame Trump for it, but how do you blame someone who reached out for National Guard troops
Yeah,
and then got denied for them?
yeah, I guess you could say because he was like, let's march down to the Capitol and show these pricks or whatever he said, you know, because he said that.
Fight for your freedom.
Fight for your
'Cause
freedom,
He
yeah.
said fight.
Yeah.
The
But-
one F word you've got to take
Yeah.
at literal,
But
at
then
face value.
he put out a tweet being like, no violence, no violence.
No, but he didn't say that. He tweeted it. It's
Oh, okay.
different.
Okay.
It didn't come out his mouth. It came out
Okay.
his fingers.
Yeah, I suppose, and even still to this day, like he knows about January 6th and all the shit and like the big deal that got made out of that.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll still be like, go in the streets and fight, like, you know, he'll say shit like
I
that.
think the reason he uses those words is because maybe he's assured his supporters are like, okay, we need to go out and fight.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
But not like when the Democrats were, you know, yelling, we need to burn the fucking city down.
Yeah, but here's the thing about
Go
that.
out there and get them.
Yeah, but even if all your supporters are like I think there's probably going to be a few ones that want to take it to a new level. But let's just, for argument's sake, say that there isn't, right? Doesn't that set you up to have the other side do the same kind of shit and stage shit on their own? Like have people go there and dress up as Trump supporters and do shit and blame it.
They do it now.
You know,
They
so-
do it all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
They made up whole groups, affiliate. You know, who are they? So the Fed boys that are always marching on random shit, and they all look. Who are they? Patriot Front?
Oh, are you talking about something boys?
Oh, not the Proud Boys.
Proud Boys?
Not those. No, it's another one, and they all look like fucking just feds marching.
I don't know. But in
they
the same,
march about random shit.
yeah, in the same token though, I think that there was a lot of that shit. Like, remember the protests where like they were burning shit down on the left and all the shit. I seen a lot of videos of like random people, just like vans pulling up to these protests and like dropping off like pallets of bricks and just leaving.
Oh yeah.
And shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't think that these protesters were showing up with the bricks and showing up with the fire
Oh,
and the
no.
cans.
They
Like,
would
this shit was being dropped off on the side of the road.
What was
Like,
it? Atlanta CNN when that was getting overrun? Dude, I saw photos like from the day before where there was just cement bricks and
Yeah,
construction shit just already there. So then I look crazy when I call it and I'm right.
What do you mean? Like it was just a normal construction site and they
Well,
just...
that's how they decorated it as.
Yeah.
You know, but when does a random pallet of bricks show up before the workers?
Yeah, and like there was bricks in places that like there shouldn't even be bricks, like in front of like fucking Starbucks and
Yeah,
shit. Like,
yeah.
You know, but it's like in the same token, there's that too. Like I think they wanted the riots and the burning shit down. Like, when I say they, I mean the establishment. Like for whatever reason, I don't know what the reason is, but like,
I feel like they were trying to bait a race war.
you think that's what it is? It kind of seems like it.
I got really worried for a while that there was gonna be some weird like Civil War bullshit, but it wouldn't be, no pun intended, it wouldn't be so black and white, because you know there are people that stand with the black community, and then there's people that isn't, but we're all different races.
I think that is, dude. Like when I watch the media and shit, it seems like they're like flaming a race war,
But
or like a civil war.
yeah, because you couldn't do just all blacks versus all whites, because not all whites hate all blacks, and not all blacks hate all whites, and don't stand with the views of Black Lives Matter and Antifa.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like the Black Lives Matter thing is kind of weird too, because it's like the name Black Lives Matter. It makes it seem like if you don't support this institution, then you don't support Black lives. But like,
Yeah.
then you look at like literally their website, like what it is that they're standing for. It's like Marxism, like destroying the nuclear family, father, mother, children.
There's oh no, hold on. I had
Like why? Like the point is though, like why would like all black
they
people
want-
are Marxists and they all want to destroy the nuclear family? Like
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think that's true.
no, but like and then like you know the owners buying like them and all their family like multi-million-dollar homes and like white communities and all that
Yeah.
shit. So it's like if you have any criticism of anything like that, because it's called Black Lives Matter, it's like you know it
Yeah.
looks a certain way, but it's like yeah, but if we take a fine-tooth comb through
To it, it's
you know.
not
Yeah.
so much.
I don't know. But I don't know. You were saying, we were talking before this about like, kind of just to shift gears, cryptocurrency, dude. Did you ever like
I never
involve yourself in
No,
any
I
of
had
that
a couple scammers hit me up through
Yeah.
sites, but yeah,
Well,
nah.
like, do you know like kind of the idea of crypto, like what that is?
Put real money to fake money to make real money,
Real money. Why is it real?
because it's what we know as real.
Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's pieces of paper with that aren't backed by anything, with fucking dudes' faces on it and numbers in the corner. Like that's kind of fake too, isn't it?
I can hold it.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can hold it in your
I
hand.
can hold it.
Yeah, but you can also kind of hold digital currency, and this isn't an advertisement for digital currency, but cryptocurrency. But you can cash that shit out and buy houses.
No, I
like
get all
real
that.
shit.
You can turn fake money into real money, or
Yeah.
real money fake to real.
And assets too. Like you can buy a house. Like,
Well, no, I understand all that.
cars,
I'm not
property.
behind it.
yeah, you can do some shit with it. You can make some money. But the reason I bring that up is because have you heard that the government is coming out with a central bank digital currency?
Yeah, it's to go with their social credit score. It's,
Yeah.
it's like Hulu and ESPN package. Bow! Since you don't have a choice if you want this subscription.
But it's scary because you know, the conspiracy theory, and I don't think it's a conspiracy theory, I think this is what is going to happen, is the government is going to make all private crypto illegal, and you're going to have to use their central bank digital currency.
So Bitcoin's gone.
Gone, all that shit's
all
gone.
that Dogecoin, all that gone.
Yep, and you're going to have to use their central bank digital currency, which creates a whole nother thing, like you said, the social credit score
Yeah. No,
and shit like that.
Not about that.
Nah, bro. So, but it seems like that's what's coming in our future, because that's what like the World Economic Forum, that's what all these like huge government institutions and like this is the direction it seems like we're going.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
Oh.
like imagine everything that you have is in this digital wallet, and like in China, like the social credit system, like you fuck up or you say some shit that the government doesn't like, and
Well, we're fucked.
you know what I mean? They're gonna be docking you out of your shit, and there's no other way to buy shit at the grocery store. There's no other way to get the shit you need other than this digital currency,
Yeah.
which you have no physical.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that.
You know what I mean?
I'm not.
And that's like the terrifying path that it looks like we're going in our future.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't. But what would so if we get a social or whatever, we transfer to digital. All right, it's not as easy as transferring TV. You
Is
know?
what?
You know, going digital. It's cool to go with, HD TV, but I'm not cool with like high def money. I'm not
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how I feel about it, and I think I don't know how I feel about it because I know that I'll be fucked.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna be fucked. The only people who aren't gonna be fucked for the
Isn't
meantime,
this supposed to go for the climate change? Too?
Yes,
They can
yes,
track
yes.
your carbon
Yeah.
footprint.
It's all linked together and shit.
And depending on what your shit is,
Yes.
is how much shit you can buy.
Yeah, 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
You heard this term?
Yeah, as long as they got dispos. I know where a lot of my carbon footprint's going.
Into the air,
Just,
out of your
yeah.
lungs. But yeah, so like the whole idea is like that the whole climate change thing is linked into this. So if like you have a car that's unapproved or you've traveled outside this 15-minute city,
Well, because then you wouldn't need a car, right? In a 15-minute city.
yeah, or the electric shit. And that's another interesting thing. Like the electric car is supposed to be like everyone needs to get an electric car, so it's like green for the environment.
Dude, I heard that like the effect of electric cars, if they meet their goal, is like under 1% effect
Yeah, and
to the carbon footprint or whatever, the
yeah,
global warming.
and it's not green. Electric cars aren't green.
Well, no, there's more pollution in mining than it is running
Yeah,
like a
mining.
diesel. Just getting the materials to make the battery is,
Yep.
I think, 10 times worse in the environment than us just driving normal fossil fuels.
That's
gas.
bad too. And when you have an electric car, it's not like you have this electric because you don't see the exhaust because it's
Yeah.
coming from a different place. But how do you get the power to your electric car? You plug it into your wall.
Yeah,
Where's that power coming from?
from the
Burning shit into the.
Um,
So
yeah.
it's like, you know what I mean? It's a bait and switch. It seems like it's
Yeah.
not really green, but you just don't see the exhaust coming out of the car. You know?
Yeah, okay, I feel you. Yeah.
But yeah,
So they're saying cars are the biggest threat. Oh, did you hear they're trying to get rid of wood and coal pizza ovens for globe? That's their next victim.
yeah, New York, right? Or somewhere?
Everywhere. They're just trying to
Really?
wipe out coal and like, dude. Cow farts and ovens is what we're concerned about.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so they try to go for gas powered stoves, right? And now fire brick ovens.
That's what they're coming for.
Right now, that's what I mean. I could be missing something.
Now, do you think that this is really for the environment? Like at the top, like this whole
I
agenda.
honestly think they're just trying to figure out what the fuck they can get away with. Like, I wonder if we can get them to ban whatever the next thing is going to be. You can't have a fish tank bigger than 2.5 gallons, because to help lower the fucking carbon footprint.
For
of
what
the-
reason? For what? To what ends are they doing this?
To see what they can get away with, see what small shit they can try to take away, and see if we go with it.
See,
You
I'm
know,
more-
gas stoves. All right, yeah, that makes sense. We should be modern anyway. Get an electric one. Fire brick ovens. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just for the fuck of it, just like let's
Just to
see.
see. You gotta see. They did it with COVID,
Yeah. Well, I
but
think
we were dumb then, and we were like, yeah, that makes sense. We should lock
I
down for
wasn't.
2 weeks.
I didn't say that shit, but like, I think that this shit. I always do. 'Cause I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I think this shit is a bigger agenda than that. I think whenever you see something in the media that like suddenly appears, or maybe not so suddenly, but like, you know, like LGBTQ or something like that, suddenly in the media, and like, bam, it's there all in your face. Anything like that, or this one's not so suddenly, but the climate change thing, I always think it's an agenda because not to say that there isn't a problem with like pollution. Like
No,
clearly
no,
we're
yeah.
polluting the planet.
Yes.
But like, you ever notice how the solutions to this problem always benefit the so-called elites? It's like
No,
they
yeah.
always get way more control. They always get to consolidate money and power and get to control everything and get to suck all the money out of everything.
Yep.
It always just seems like that's the shit. And when I see this climate change thing, I think it's the same kind of shit. When it's pumped in your face like this, and I look at their solutions to this shit, 15 minutes, and just they'll have their thumb on what carbon footprint are you having? Like, meanwhile they're flying around in their private jets every fucking where, and
Right, and they're in the sky, so that means they're a lot closer to doing damage than we are.
Yeah,
We're way
yeah.
down here.
they're just
Science.
completely full of shit. They're living in just ridiculous multi-million-dollar mansions, putting out how much carbon out of this fucking thing.
With armed gunmen, but they don't want you to have guns. Just saying.
I can't believe Sean's using a plastic straw. He's destroying the planet. Are you using a plastic straw? Me too. I am too.
Yeah.
And it's styrofoam, you dirty son of a bitch. Is that styrofoam? Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah,
But
well,
dude,
you know,
yeah.
I'm a rebel without a cause.
Yeah, and like, you know what I mean? I'm sure like making this amount of plastic and styrofoam probably ain't dope for the planet. We should
Wait,
probably-
what about like their genius idea of paper straws wrapped in plastic?
Wrapped in plastic?
Yeah.
Is the paper straws wrapped in plastic?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Some are, not all of
Okay.
them, but some are.
Yeah, and the paper straws that they give you at these places, they fucking suck.
They're gone before you finish your cup.
Yeah, you know, they're like disintegrated into your drink.
Yeah, now it's at the bottom.
Now you gotta drink it like this and
Ugh.
drink it in the paper in there
Yum.
and shit.
Only
But-
if it's purple paper, because then it tastes like grape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think that this is an agenda to just more control, again, just like they always fucking do. And like these 15-minute cities.
So what do you think is gonna be? Do you think there's a chance for like them to push to a point that we're finally like no, and we fight back?
I hope, because dude, I think that there is shit that could save the planet that these multi-billion-dollar corporations and governments and shit they're not interested in because it doesn't give them control.
Yeah.
I seen a video. I'm gonna post this in the comment section. This guy came up. All right, so you know how like you have like solar panels on the top of your house. Well, this guy came up with this technology that has the solar panels in your windows.
Ooh,
And you can see through. You wouldn't even know it was a solar window just by looking in and out of the window.
that's dope.
It's dope. So it like runs the solar electricity to the sides of the pane, and that like it says
Oh.
wiring in the sides.
Okay.
And you can have self-sustaining buildings. So like in the cities and shit, if you made these huge skyscrapers with all those things, you could run that whole building just on those window panes
Damn.
of like the glass. And the question becomes, why aren't they doing that? Why isn't all these resources and money and shit being poured into shit like that?
Because they didn't think of it.
And they're not gonna be able to control you.
That's fair. They can't cut off your power.
Yeah.
If you can't pay, you don't have to pay for power
Mm-hmm.
if you're producing it yourself. Now that doesn't mean we shouldn't still have an infrastructure for electricity in some places.
Oh, of course.
Now where we live, we could power the world probably with those with as much
Yeah,
sun
yeah,
and how
yeah.
strong our sun is.
Yeah.
But places like Seattle
Yeah.
or Texas, Montana,
Mm-hmm.
all the places that deal with snow.
Yeah.
But even still, Texas is probably one of those places that they could do that and probably power through majority of their
Mm-hmm.
just by conserving it, because a lot of those buildings are state, so you could still have the government buildings. You could have it back up to a storage facility or somehow
Capacitors and shit, yeah.
some shit like that. But anyway. So in the news, we're always talking about the potential of World War III with the Russia and Ukraine shit, right? How, if it pops off, who do you think's winning? Are we going back? Are we doing a three-peat?
Nah, bro.
No,
There is no
you-
winner. I don't think there's a winner. Someone said, I don't know who made this quote, but it's like World War II was fought with nukes. World War III will be fought with nukes. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Like if we get into a situation where there's like the nukes start flying and shit like that, it's just gonna destroy everything, bro. Like,
No, yeah. If it gets to that point, there's a general, I forget which one, was talking about how World War III, there'll be, lives lost on American soil. And I've been saying that for years, that the next big war, revolutionary, civil, or world war, America's not getting untouched on this one.
yeah, dude. Like, what do you think like a World War III scenario would look like with America in the war on American soil? Like, what would that be?
That's a
like?
crazy war, bro.
Yeah, we've never
That's-
seen that shit.
Because we've got a lot of proud Americans that like to live up to their amendment rights. Mm-hmm. So we got a lot of guns.
Yeah.
We got a lot of crazy people that we can give said guns to. Mm-hmm. But I don't know where they would. I feel like the border, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California, those are dangerous. I think that's where it may start.
Yeah, I mean, the conspiracy is, or whatever, I've heard that, like, China's amassing their troops, like, on the northern border, like, of Canada.
I've heard they have like 500 tanks.
Yeah.
In Mexico.
Mexico too?
Yeah.
I've heard similar shit, so.
I heard there was almost 500,000 troops surrounding our country.
Dude.
From China.
What do you think would happen? Like, America has never seen a war with, like, shit going down
Here? No.
Like, what do you think that would look like? Like, we have all these problems with supply chains right now. Like, everyone's so used to just, like, going to Burger King.
I feel like it would be crazy at first because of the fear.
Yeah.
Right? I think there would be a lot of a lot of people nervous, don't know what to do, don't know how to go about their shit until we see our military do their thing. We thankfully we all have a National Guard, and they can be moved fast.
Yeah. Do you think that the current president, would be trying to defend America, like, to the fullest extent? Is that no?
That's a hard one, dude, because it all depends. You know what I mean? If he's really trying to go for a re-election next year,
Yeah.
it's a good way to set up, hey, I hope I was the president that led the fucking defense of America.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 But, or is he going to just sit back and be
I think he's going to sit back and be like,
well, what sucks for him is he can't control the National Guard.
what do you mean?
State
Oh,
run.
that's states
He
and shit,
can't
right?
issue National Guard without approval. So,
Can
then
I
it
be-
comes down to our governors of our, people running our states. What are y'all going to do?
Yeah, that's true too with the National Guard. But can I be a conspiracy theorist?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I don't think that the people who are running our country right now are interested in defending America. I think that these are globalists and they want a global society, and the idea is to bring down America. We've talked about this numerous
Do
times.
you think, so with everything going on in France, right, all that craziness, and they're reaching out to Belgium, I think it was, how many more European countries do you think are going to fall?
Well, what do you think is even going on?
And then, when is this chaos over here in the UK? Prime time for it to happen over here with those soldiers. Is there going to be multiple countries that are starting to get overrun by these refugees that they have there? Because they were super open. Bring them in, bring them in, bring them in. Don't worry about checking who they are. Just bring them in, bring them in, bring them in. And now they're dealing with that. That's what I'm thinking it might lead to is the UK starts getting overrun. The UK. Dude, I just watched London Has Fallen.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of sounds very familiar. Like, it could happen, dude.
I think so.
Now, I don't think Gerald Butler is going to be the one to save us.
Yeah.
As dope as it would be. But it's... there's a lot of movies that have come out that I'm watching, been watching, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this...
Is that predictive programming?
Is it... Right? Do we like, oh man, I've seen this happen in fucking this movie.
Yeah.
Or, they telling us?
Yeah. If I were to give my honest opinion, dude, like, I don't want to be a downer, that's the thing. But, like, dude, I think the world is heading for some crazy shit, bro. Like, I really do. Like, when I look around at the situation that we're in, it seems like we're on the brink of World War III.
Always.
Like,
We have been, it seems like, since 2020,
That's
that
true.
election. But no,
That's
it's
true.
definitely a hell of a lot closer.
Worse, and it's just like I see United States. It seems like it's falling, especially like the financial situation and like the monetary system and shit. I just think it's going to be like a thing of the past, and like, dude, I see war and I see crazy shit happening in our future, dude. And these motherfuckers are saying this shit. Like, the World Economic Forum and shit, these are the most, like, wealthiest and powerful people in the world. They're saying this shit. By 2030, you will own nothing and shit. Like, what is going to have to happen to lead us into a scenario by where 2030 we own nothing, dude? Like, you know what I mean? And
Well, yeah, and well, we've talked about this on other ones, and it so happens to be that day.
Independence Day.
Aliens.
You think they're coming today, bro?
Okay, but hear me out. I thought about it a little bit longer. Where is everybody going to be looking tonight?
In the sky. Oh, you think we're going to have an alien invasion? Is it going to be real?
I mean, I'm about it either way. We might get work off tomorrow. Like,
And I get a shitty install tomorrow. I hope we do.
I'm just saying, we might get off work tomorrow. If not, I might call out of work tomorrow, but I don't feel safe. There's aliens out there. I don't need to get vaporized on my way to work. I got a family, you know.
I feel like our boss would understand. But,
He'd be there.
oh yeah, for sure. He'd be definitely there.
He's at work.
He'd be doing like all the installs that we miss. But the point is, dude, if there was an alien invasion, dude, in my mind, does this sound crazy? I would be wondering if it was real. I'd be wondering if these are real aliens.
Just question it the whole time
Yeah.
until you what would make it real for you? Like getting vaporized, a little too late. So,
Yeah.
like, what would have to happen for you to be like, oh shit?
I would probably need to see the alien's physical form.
So you'd have to just see one.
Yeah. I would have to like see.
Would you have to touch it? Would you like throw a rock at it?
Yeah, I would need to know that it's like physically there. And
Not
shit
a
like that.
hologram.
Not a hologram. Because, dude,
Would you ask it like? Would you try to trigger it to check if it was a human in
Yeah.
a suit?
I don't know.
Because you don't want to assume.
Like, I would never assume it's gender.
Well,
or
no,
anything
but
like
you
that.
can't assume it's species either.
Yeah.
It's just as fucked up.
So, dude, I don't know because I've been theorizing that they're gonna do a staged alien invasion for a few years now.
Yeah.
So if tonight we're looking into the sky and there's fireworks and shit, and I see, the aliens and shit, which
Let's see the fireworks start moving.
yeah, fucking Independence Day come, I'm gonna be like, dude, is this really aliens or is this?
You gonna call me? You
Human.
gonna call me and
Oh,
see
for
my?
sure.
Oh, definitely. We'll
This-
talk about it.
Dude, the second aliens start coming, dude, you're the first motherfucker I'm gonna call.
I hope so.
You know? Be like,
Because I'll be
"Dude,
laying in my truck like, dude, it's going down.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the aliens really are coming, dude. I don't know. Because, like, there could be the idea that we're destroying ourselves here and we're on the brink of nuclear war. We're going to annihilate ourselves and shit's going to get all crazy and the aliens are going to come save us. That's a plausible
Ooh.
scenario. Right?
Once again, do I get superpowers?
I don't know, bro.
What if they think I'm dope enough to get superpowers to help save the planet? But if that's the case, because if there's the whole balance of light and dark, like, does that mean they got to make a bad version that I got to fight?
I don't know.
Or is there enough bad people already that they're like, all right, here you go.
Yeah. I think that they would probably just give you superpowers.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully good ones.
What's the one you said you wanted? The Flash?
Flash speed.
You
Flash
want flash
abilities.
speed?
That'd be dope.
What did I say I wanted? I forget now.
I don't remember.
Invisibility or something? I kind of forget. I don't know.
Was it immortality?
I kind of forget. But if there is an alien invasion today on Independence Day, 4th of July, while everyone's looking up to the fireworks and shit, dude, I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I think in the moment, I would
I'm not-
question it.
yeah.
Definitely. I'd be making some phone calls.
Yeah. Because what would be the thing? You have like the New World Order and shit like that, right? What would be the dopest thing to lead you into that New World Order than to unite the world against this external threat? And even this was said. Do you ever see the video of Ronald Reagan at the United Nations making that speech in the 80s?
No.
Dude, he was saying that, like, what would unite the world better than an alien threat. I'm like paraphrasing, but like something he was basically saying this that like it would unite the world against this threat, and it seems like these motherfuckers have been going for this new world order for so long, and it's like we're right on this precipice here, and like that would be the thing to kind of kick it.
Oh no, definitely it would
You
be
know?
the big thing to move it.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of Project Bluebeam,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying about that? So like, the idea is that it's going to be a stage that like they have holograms in the sky, or maybe they even like you know who Bob Lazar is.
Dude, yes. Dude, I think they might use drones and all.
That's where I was just going. That's where I
Yeah.
was just going. Yeah. So like they or like really, because our technology is crazy too.
Yeah, well, and that's what we know. You know, who knows what tech we actually
I know.
have.
I know.
So,
And there's the idea that we uncovered an alien spaceship in
Recently?
well, you know who Bob Lazar is?
mhm.
He's the guy, and what he was saying is that Bob Lazar, I'm sure everybody knows this is, but he was the guy, he's like the Edward Snowden of aliens.
Oh, okay.
So he allegedly was hired by the government to like back engineer a recovered UFO.
Oh.
So maybe like they recovered a UFO, back engineered that shit and made 1 million of them, and the government actually has like UFOs and shit.
Well, I'm sure there might be a couple real ones.
You know what I mean?
You know, you got to play it up, right? It's got to shoot something down.
I don't trust anything nowadays. I'm a skeptic, bro.
You got to be.
You know what I mean?
You can't, because no one's giving anything
No.
with any honesty or without a bias.
Yeah.
But on 4th of July, I ask you, who is the most patriotic celebrity out there right now, you think?
You know who I want to say right now is who's that guy that made that movie, Sound of Freedom?
Oh, wasn't did
he
Mel
played
Gibson?
Jesus.
Yeah, I know who. I don't.
What's that guy's name?
Yeah, I'll find it.
Yeah, that guy probably.
That guy right now. He's the one.
I think so.
It's not Kid Rock. Shooting at.
No,
shooting
he's kind of
at-
like a gimmicky kind of guy.
Who else has been very vocal lately?
I think I want to say a name, but I don't want to get shit on for saying this. Mel Gibson, kind of.
All right, dude. I was gonna say, yeah,
You
Mel
know-
Gibson. He's out there talking about the
Yeah.
Hollywood weird shit.
Yeah. But he
So-
was saying all that shit about the fucking Jews and all this.
Well, yeah, he got drunk and went on a bad rant.
Yeah, so-
well, I don't bad. It wasn't a good rant.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I'm apprehensive to say Mel Gibson, but
That's
What the
well. Since we're talking about Sound of Freedom,
who's that guy? Does it say?
they made $10 million in pre-sale tickets.
Yeah, because the movie's not even out yet.
It came out today.
Oh, it's out today.
It's out today.
Oh, that makes
Go
sense.
check it out. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. Yeah, hold on. I know his name if I read it.
Me too. I can't believe I can't think of that right now.
No, he's done other good show.
Oh,
Another
yeah.
show he's done that was really intriguing was it was called Persons of Interest.
I've heard of that show.
She's like whatever blacklisted CIA operative, and this rich dude who it's not popping up. It's he fucking shit.
Unreal.
He was a CIA guy, and gets hired by the guy who created the spying AI after 9/11. And he's fighting against a bad group of people who have their own super AI trying for the surveillance.
Jim Caviezel.
There we go, that
Is
guy.
his name.
Yeah, him. He does Person of Interest, and I was watching it, and it's if you kind of think about the times we're in now.
What is Person of Interest?
So he's a blacklisted CIA operative.
Oh, that's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and works for this guy who created the surveillance system after 9/11. And the way he set the machine up to keep the AI unbiased and strictly off of what it would delete irrelevant numbers, so people who were in danger but weren't endangering the country, so they were considered irrelevant, just regular people. Like if someone was planning to kill you, and the AI caught it, caught the info, it would just put you in this because you're not anything special. So you're
But
just
then there's people.
But
like,
then they put in a backdoor to get those irrelevant numbers. So him, the nerdy guy who created the super AI, and Jim Caviezel. God damn it. They go and save those other people.
Gotcha.
And then this other group comes along and makes their own super AI, and they battle it out in a super AI war. It's a pretty dope show.
Are you gonna watch The Sound of Freedom?
I might.
Yeah. What is it about, Connor?
It's a true story about human trafficking.
Human trafficking? Really? Wow. Yeah, I heard interviews with this guy, and like,
He goes off, bro.
some people might call him a conspiracy theorist, but like what the
He's Jesus.
so it's kind of hard to question Jesus on this shit. But dude, obviously there's human fucking trafficking. Like,
Yes, dude.
You know?
And let's be honest. We have two pandemics going on in the world right now,
What do you
and
mean?
it's fentanyl, and it's human trafficking.
yeah, man, this is like a real thing.
These are
bro.
like, where are those numbers? How many? Why don't we have that ticker on CNN?
There is, I know, but there is some ridiculous amount of like missing, particularly children in the world. That's astronomical. I almost
The
want to
money
Google
is
this.
ridiculous.
Yeah, dude.
The
Like,
money in that, like the new drug trade, is human trafficking.
what the fuck, dude? Like, what
Yeah.
is that? And then like you find out like some of the people who are running the world are involved with this shit.
They just maybe there's no.
No,
proof.
they are.
No, there's no proof.
Well, what's Jeffrey Epstein? Isn't he a human trafficker?
He's dead.
Yeah, but dude,
Dead, living on his island.
Yeah. So Jeffrey Epstein was the one that got all the attention and shit like that. But how many Jeffrey Epsteins are really out there? You think? You think he was the only one?
I mean, there's a couple names that you could tie in there that they say, they say a conspiracy says
okay.
that our
Conspiracy.
former president before Trump, I don't like dropping names here.
Okay, Obama. Yeah.
Yeah. He's supposedly the next in line to be the next Jeffrey.
The next what?
Jeffrey Epstein.
What? Why?
It's, like I said, conspiracy says. I don't know. I'm not in that group.
Shit.
I'm broke.
I don't know anything about that shit.
I don't know.
dude, but,
But
like,
from what I've heard, okay, or read.
yeah, I'm just saying, bro, that dude. Okay, so there was this one guy who conducted in basically human trafficking, right?
yeah.
So like all these elites of the world,
Allegedly.
and actually, right?
Oh wait, he did get found guilty on
Yeah,
that,
dude.
right?
And he was like, he had motherfuckers on his like flight log and like shit. Like clearly he was doing this
Where's
shit.
that list?
There's all this testimony. Well, they have the flight log
where's
list and
the
shit like this.
list?
I don't know. Why don't they release the
I
list?
want the list.
But the point is, dude, if there's that guy, there's a shitload of other guys just like that.
And a lot of them have died because
Yeah.
they were old. There
Yeah.
was some of them. The NXIVM sex
Yo,
cult,
that guy,
one
yeah.
went down.
Yeah.
So I mean, Jeffrey Epstein's potentially done for. I mean, he has Ghislaine Maxwell's still sitting in jail allegedly.
And there's some weird shit about how that guy died too.
None of it made sense.
Dude, so
No.
all the video cameras went out at the same time. They all malfunctioned at the same exact time.
Both the guards went to go get Cheetos.
Yeah, they're like there's some of them sleeping, some of them getting Cheetos.
Yeah.
Just everything fucked up at the exact same time, conveniently.
His cellmate was as big as the couch we're sitting on.
Yeah, bro.
Like, no.
And like there's a conspiracy that they actually got him out because he was saying like, I'll drop. The conspiracy is that he was like, I'll drop all this shit on everybody, all you high people, if you don't get me out of this place. So like they got him out, and like the cameras malfunctioned, and the guards fell asleep, and they got him out,
And they wheeled out that fake body.
Yeah.
Because his earlobes changed from the time he got arrested
yeah. You know what I
to the
mean?
time they wheeled him out. Yeah.
So there's that conspiracy. I don't know, or they just offed him. They were just like, all right, dude. Well, you have all this information on us. You're in prison. We're just gonna fucking see you later, buddy.
You're done. We got Ghislaine next.
Dude, clearly he didn't hang himself with fucking paper bed sheets and shit, right?
No,
Like,
there's no way. I don't see how that's even possible.
Yeah, dude, the whole thing just stinks to high heaven.
Oh, you forgot about the Vatican is known
What?
to human trafficking.
Oh, of course.
Well, so I mean, Epstein's not that big compared to a whole like city.
Yeah. Dude, I know. That's a whole religion. We're at the top people, like,
Doing weird shit.
crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't
I don't know what's going on in this world.
know, but it needs. I don't like it, dude.
No.
Like-
But hopefully, dude, we're gonna come to a point where all the shit gets situated and all the shit comes out and, like, you know, I don't know. It can't, if it keeps going in this direction, dude, and like the crazy satanic pedophiles just keep running the world, dude, and like shit, like,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I don't.
oh,
I
where
think-
do I go?
People of America, specifically because I live here, but I think the people of the world who know enough about what we think is the actual. I think the people just need to stand up
Yeah.
all around the world.
Yes.
You see the protest in other countries in the UK and all those European states that they're protesting against dumb shit. If it was mandates or raising the retirement age, like we got to stand up. If we're
Yeah.
tired of the bullshit, they can't take us all.
No,
They
that's
can
the-
try, and then that might be their last ditch nuke attempt.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea of us all standing up as one is a great idea, but I think what's ended up happening is, like, there's the people, like, on the left who have this set of agendas, which is, I think, given to a lot of these people by the media and, like, by the
Yeah.
billionaires that they're allegedly against and shit, and the people of the right, and we're fighting each other. But if we could find a way to, like, all come together, the left and the right, and all the people like black, white people suck, and black, the racist, and like all this shit. We could just, as a species, all come together. Because really, dude, like at the end of the day, the elites we talk about, they could what? Like fill a football stadium, maybe, right?
A high school football.
You know what I
stadium.
mean? Like the people who are actually running the world. And I think if humanity, of the billions of us, dude, like they don't have any control. The only control they have is our belief that they have control. So if like all the people on the left, all the people on the right, all the people of all these different backgrounds, we're all fighting with each other. It's like this divide and conquer shit. And if we could all just get on the same team, like, all right, we'll sort all this other shit later. Let's just deal with this cancer at the top and just like all.
Oh, if we all
They're
united,
You know what I mean?
as a single strong front
Yeah.
to be like, nah, bro.
Yeah. They're fucked.
We need a Pepsi commercial.
We'll just like install these little like hidden messages. And there's
You saw Kylie Jenner stop the whole riot, dude. She walked in front of both sides, cracked a Pepsi, drank it, peace. From
I
that
think-
point on, it's.
I think Pepsi's gonna save us. Possibly.
I don't drink Pepsi because I've heard about weird ingredients in their things. So I don't.
Dude, it's probably
do
poison.
that.
But dude,
Nah, it's grosser than that. They
Yeah.
take poison.
yeah. But dude, that's a wonderful way to end this Independence Day
Yeah.
podcast. You know what I'm saying? We all need to come together
Unity.
as a people, as a humanity, and all that hippie shit like that. Fucking. Clearly, the world isn't going in the right direction.
No,
right?
not
So-
with us fighting. So if we
No.
unite and
Yeah.
attack this as humans, we
Yeah.
are all just one thing.
Yeah. And it
So-
doesn't even need to be violent. Like if everyone just stopped cooperating, like if everyone just like, no, we're not gonna.
I think we should all not go to work for like a week. I'll totally get behind it.
All right, I'm calling the boss.
Because
right
who's
now.
gonna bitch? No one's gonna be there to bitch about
Yeah.
it. So
We'll just all just take a break. We'll take a day. We'll smoke weed, and we'll get all high, and we'll contemplate our lives. But yeah, so that's a good way to end the 4th of July podcast.
all right, everyone, be safe. Don't
Yes.
drink too much.
No.
Don't smoke too much.
And when the aliens come tonight, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'll come live on my Facebook.
We
page.
really do, bro. If the aliens come, you
I'll
gotta
show
just
up.
pop over here. We gotta do a quick.
We'll meet halfway at the Circle K.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick podcast. So you guys are the best. Anybody who's watching this, we all love you. You're the best.
Later.
Thank you.